Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be discussing Zomedica Corporation, ticker symbol ZOM. We'll be discussing how Zomedica has filed a US patent for a brand new product, guys, that no one is really talking about. And this is great news for the company because the only way they can get revenue right now is through their Truforma technology. So bringing in a new product will bring in more revenue, and I believe is very bullish for the company. We'll also be discussing how their short interest has contributed to this massive bearish momentum that we've seen for Zomedica and how it has just driven this stock price down. We'll also be hitting some technical analysis on Zomedica to help you guys better manage your trades on Zomedica to ensure gains and reduce risk on those positions. So that is a lot of information for Zomedica, and that is something that you will definitely want to stick around for and hear more about. But before we get into any of that information, if you guys enjoy this content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out new videos, and I have my new Discord linked down below if you would like to join a community that revolves all around trading, investing, and showing off some of those gains that you've got from those trades and investments. Please use that link down below and join that community. Also, I have my Webull linked down below where if you sign up, put in $100, we can get both 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600, guys. So that's a good way for you to support this channel if you would like to, and also get some free money for yourselves. So if you are interested in that, use those links down below. But with that being said, let's get right into this video. Okay, guys, we are here on the daily chart here on Zomedica Corp on TradingView, and I just wanted to point out some of the recent price action and what we've been seeing with Zomedica to kind of go over my technical analysis with this. So looking at the recent price action, what we've seen is almost an elevator straight down to the basement, just totally wrecking your account. But this is why I preach on this channel on every single video to set your stop losses and also take partial profits on the way up. So if you were locking in gains as price moved up and trailing your stop loss as well, you would have had already gotten those gains, locked in those gains on your account, and you would have been out of this trade already and not been through all of these losses as well. So that is something key that I discuss on this channel all the time, and that is the best way to manage the risk of your positions as well as ensure gains on your account, guys. I can't preach that enough. Please lock in those gains and reduce your risk by trailing your stop loss. So that would have kept you from losing any money on this huge bearish momentum on Zomedica. I think a good spot to have put your stop loss for this position would have been at the 50 EMA. Now, looking back at this, once we came up above the 50 EMA, then it was considered a support line. So once we come down to test this and we break below it, that will let us know that this is now entering in bearish momentum. So if we got out right at the 50 EMA line across, this would have prevented us from losing all of these gains right around here. So that would have been an excellent spot retrospectively to put your stop loss at. And now looking at where we are at currently, we have ripped through all of these support lines that we have drawn, and now we are trading in this range here between about 0.85 and $1.22. Now looking back, we have this range here because this is where we were at previously. We traded in this range quite often before I entered, and now this was my entry point on Zomedica when price broke up in this huge candle. When it broke this resistance out of this range, that was my entry point to get in on Zomedica. Now this is very key that we are back in this resistance as well, and it looks like we will be coming down to test the support line here at 86 cents. The pre-market is now below where we ended yesterday. We ended yesterday at 97 cents, and now we are at 95 cents, guys. So this is a very key area of support that we will be hopefully rejecting off of, like we saw in past price action back over here, and this was around the January time. So that will be key. This is a key area for Zomedica's price action. And if we do come below the support line, this will be very, very bearish. Something else I wanted to point out was this RSI indicator, and we are heavily being oversold almost at this time. Once this crosses around 30 for me, I like to consider this to be massively oversold. So that is something to consider as well. It seems that we entered right at 30 right here on the day that this bearish candle ended, and then the next day we rejected very sharply off of this 30 on the RSI, and that's where we got this big green candle here. And now it seems like we are going to retest the 30 today with this bearish candle that we got yesterday. So we'll be seeing what happens today with price action, if it continues to drop to test being oversold, or it rejects off of that area and we get another big bullish candle to the upside as well. So that is something to watch out for on the price action for Zomedica. But let's get into some bullish news for Zomedica, and let's discuss how they have filed a US patent for some new technology. So if we come over here, we can see Zomedica files US patent application for fecal parasite detection. Assays expected to be capable of product-based fecal pathogen identification in minutes for diagnosing infections in dogs and cats, complementary to Zomedica's development work related to urine pathogens. Now, this is very good news for Zomedica because, as we know, they only have one product that can be revenue for Zomedica. They have one source of revenue, being their Truforma platform. Now, if they can get a new product out, which could be an additional source of revenue, that will be key for Zomedica and them growing their business. And once news starts to come out with this new product, this will be very bullish for the stock price as well. So I love this news for Zomedica, and I believe it to be very bullish. But as we continue down this article a little bit further, we can see Zomedica, a veterinary diagnostic company, announced today that the company has filed a US patent application covering compositions and methods for 5 fecal parasite detection assays for detecting parasitic infections in cats and dogs, designed for use with its ZM020 pathogen detection device. The patent application details optimal fecal sample amounts for parasite infection detection. In early 2019, Zomedica previously submitted a U.S. provisional patent application covering compositions and methods for detecting urinary tract infections, UTIs, designed for use with its ZM020 pathogen detection platform to detect urinary tract infections in dogs and cats. Now, I believe this is very bullish technology for Zomedica, as a lot of people love their dogs and cats. Now, a lot of people were getting new dogs and cats for the pandemic when they had to be stuck at home by themselves. So with all these people getting new pets, they care very much for the health of their pets. So with this technology, there is definitely going to be demand for it. And for veterinarians, this is definitely going to help them with detecting UTIs in dogs and cats for these family pets. Now, that is very key for Zomedica. Also, we have not gotten any of the revenue numbers from their product that is currently out in the Truforma platform, and that is something that we will need to watch out for as well. Before we decide anything for Zomedica, we want to see what those revenue numbers look like for the Truforma. But also, let's get into some of the short interest that we were discussing a little earlier in the video as well. So if we come over here, we can see that their short volume ratio is at 28%. Now, Zomedica is a very highly shorted company, and 28% is not the most massive short volume ratio that we've seen, but anything above 20% is unusually high. So this has contributed to Zomedica falling in share price. So if we continue down a little further here, we can see that their other short volume ratios were around 28%, 16, 19, 25. So we're all around that 20 area, and even further back we can see that we've had short volume interest above 30%. So this has massively contributed to Zomedica's stock price falling, and we've seen recently even the share price falling at 13% in a day. Now, we know that Zomedica is still a very volatile stock, so please be very careful if you enter any trades into Zomedica. Be very careful. Make sure you are entering trades, with due diligence done on this company, and you know exactly when you're getting in and when you're getting out, and you're using stop losses and taking partial profits. But something else I wanted to point out is that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So everything I do and say on this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and you should do your own trades based off your own due diligence and your own opinions. But with that being said, this short volume ratio that we are seeing has contributed to this stock price falling, and again, it is very volatile, so be very careful when trading this company. But that is all the information that we had for you guys today on Zomedica. If you guys enjoyed this content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also, again, have my Webull link along with my Discord link in the description down below if you'd be interested in either of those. But as always, guys, I hope you have an excellent day, get some gains in the market, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.